Thank you so much for being here. I've had such a pleasure working with these students over these last 2 days, so I'm really excited that we get to share all this hard work with you today. That first piece was a Hans Leo Hostler piece. It was a Renaissance Latin motet, Cantate Domino. The text translation, because I know it's not in your program, "Oh, sing unto the Lord, sing ye a new song. Praise him and bless his name now and forever." So we hope you enjoy that. This next piece is from the Baroque period. George Frederick Handel wrote this. It's a part of a oratorio called Samson. And so we've had a good time putting it together. So we hope you enjoy it. This is "Awake the Trumpet's Lofty Sound." This next piece is by Johannes Brahms. One thing that's specific about this piece is that it comes from his German Requiem. At the time, many requiems of the day, or at least through the past musical periods, stood for a death mass, essentially. And something that was unique about this piece specifically is that it's the German Requiem. There's no Italian Requiem, there's no French German Requiem. A lot of times he just says Mass for the Living. In other words, Brahms put it. But unlike the death mass, perhaps, he decided to write something and take the text from the Luther Bible, and instead of writing something that was for grieving or helping to, I guess, how do I say this? Instead of something that was for grieving or about the dead, he decided to make something that celebrated those that were still here and comforting those that may have lost a loved one. So this is typically done in German, but we're singing it in English. This is "How Lovely is Thy Dwelling Place." before we finish our last tune for you, I have a couple thank yous myself. I just want to thank Mary Ford and the custodial staff here at NWC for making sure bathrooms were clean and the facilities were open and ready for us. So thank you so much, Mary, and the Northwest custodial staff. I also want to thank Nancy Gilmore and President Hickswaw for allowing us to use the Yellowstone building for our choir rehearsal. This was just a lovely venue that we typically have for our jazz festival that we got to perform in or rehearse in these last 2 days, so it was fantastic. So a big thank you. A big thank you to the Bighorn Basin District teachers, Larry Benari, Wade French, and all of you. Really thank you so much for allowing us to be here, allowing us to work with these wonderful students that I have behind me. You're inspirational teachers, you're great motivators, and you have wonderful students, so thank you. I want to thank this person to the left of me, big time, Mr. Tim Schessler. Can we give him a round of applause? We couldn't have done it without him and his expertise, and he's just an amazing person to work with, so thank you, Tim. Last but not least, I want to thank you, students. It's been such a pleasure. It's been such a pleasure to work with you. And you're incredible musicians, incredibly positive people, and so fun to work with. And it's been such a pleasure to collaborate with you these last 2 days. Thank you, parents, for raising such amazing students. So let's give them a round of applause. This last piece that we'll do for you is going to feature a Powell High School student, Ashlyn Aguirre. And it's one of my favorite American folk tunes called How Can I Keep From Singing?